Why did I start CrossFit? Well, several years ago, about 4 to be exact, my son Nathan started doing Spartan races, and I would go watch him, and I was just amazed at what all these athletes could do in Spartan. And I saw people older, kind of my age, in their 50s doing it, and thought it would be so amazing, and thought I could never do it. I was too old. So then I kept following him doing the into CrossFit as he started into that, and watching him. And I came down to visit him here in Arizona at the old Spade CrossFit gym when he was doing his first open. And I just was so impressed with everybody at that gym and how they were able to do those workouts. And I thought I could never do that. But my son, he said, oh yes you can. And so I lived in Utah, and he would send me small workouts, body weight workouts I could do at home to start getting me ready. So I did that for about 6 months. I would do squats and lunges and V-ups, those kinds of things. And then when I came to visit one Christmas, he said, I think you're ready to try CrossFit. I'm like, no way. I'm 60 years old. There is no way. He goes, just come to the gym. And so I did, and I met Dara. She was my coach, and she worked with me that day, and I went for the whole week, and I was so proud of myself that I was able to do what I did. So she talked me into, she says, you've got to go to Utah and go back and start. And between Nate and Dara, they talked me into it. So I started, and that was, I had just turned 61, and I'm 64, almost 65 now. So I'm still going, and that's how I got started. I loved it. I thought it was the best thing I've ever done, and I'm addicted, I think, now. And I wish everyone would do it, because I think it's the best thing ever. What is my biggest obstacle I ever come in CrossFit? It's my age. That's been the hardest thing for me from the day I first walked into the building, knowing that I was so much older than most of the other athletes in the gym. And I still struggle with it. It's hard when you're almost 65 and watching the young ones being able to do what they can do. And I want to do what they do, and I just physically can't sometimes. And I also really am hard on myself. I'm a perfectionist, and I get really frustrated easy when I struggle. And how do I overcome it? I don't. I just have to deal with it and work through it. Everyone at the gym, I think, is so supportive, and that really helps work through some of those issues that you have, but you just got to keep on going. What is my favorite movement in CrossFit? I'd say that it's not one single movement, but I really like the WODs that are have variety. So where you do several different movements at a really fast pace. Those are my favorite. I also like to do power cleans, even though I don't do very well with them, but I like to do them. And it's easier to say what I hate, but snatches are my least favorite of all, and then wall balls. Wall balls are so difficult for me for so many reasons, but I do them and smile while I'm doing them. What is the number one thing I'm going to focus on this year? It's perfecting my toes to bar, so I'm proficient, and making sure that I get a really good ability to do pull-ups. I can do a couple, but I want to get real proficient at both of those things. And I'm also going to do a Spartan race this year. I'm signed up for 2 of them, so we'll see if I can do that without killing myself.
Go ahead and, go ahead and put your hands on that area.
What keeps me motivated to train is probably everybody here at the gym, everyone being so positive. When you start feeling down, then they just know how to bring you back up. And my coaches and my son, Nate, he makes sure that I'm doing it. That's my number one motivators. What would I tell people that why they should join CrossFit? I think it's because this is the number one way to get a full body workout, and you get personal trainer. People don't realize that, but with CrossFit you really do, compared to going to another gym. And then any of my friends, they say, well, I can't do it. I can't walk in that gym. And the number one thing is you just gotta do it. And if you come to CrossFit Flex, I tell them, this is family, and everyone will make you feel so welcome and be the best thing you ever did. Who is my favorite coach? Well, I have to really say that every coach I've had here has had a special place in my heart. Honestly, every one of them that has coached me has taught me something unique over the other ones. They each have their own ability to just really teach me something that maybe the others haven't been able to get across, because sometimes I'm sort of slow. But like Miguel, he has taught me things to lift weights that I just haven't been able to figure out, and he'll just make one comment that really just clicks with me. Stephanie, she's just been so supportive in all my problems I've had with different injuries and to keep me still moving. And Haley, she just has this way to keep me motivated and knows how to push me at just the right amount to keep me going. And then I have to say Dareth has a special place because she was my first coach. She's the first person that really pushed me to start CrossFit, and she's just really special to me. So thank you to all of you, and you're all been here for me, and I just love you all. My greatest achievement at the gym, I think there's several things that have been amazing that I've been able to accomplish, but the one that sticks out in my head the most is probably the very first time I was able to do a box jump on a 20-inch box. I never thought when I'd ever do that. I had never even had a plan to do that. And Miguel said, I think you can do it. I think you're jumping high enough on the 12-inch, you can do it. So between Miguel and one of the other athletes who doesn't come here anymore, Michelle, they talked me into trying, and I did it, and I've been doing them ever since, and really proud of that. And then I also have to say that, because my number one thing I said when I started CrossFit was someday I'm going to be able to do a pull-up, even if it's just one, and I can do one. It's not pretty, but I can do them. What's my favorite thing about CrossFit Flex is the people, the family atmosphere that we have. I feel like I could call on any one of the athletes that I know here at the gym and any of the coaches if I ran into problems, and they would help me. And that's a really nice feeling, especially when you're new to Arizona like I am. I've only been here 2 years, and I truly believe that they care about us all, and I don't think you'll get that anywhere else. A shout out to my biggest supporters. That has to be my son, Nathan. He comes here to CrossFit too, so most of you know him. If it wasn't for him, I would not be here. And I probably wouldn't still be continuing. And like I said, also Dareth. Without Dareth and Nate, I wouldn't be doing this. So one of the other questions that was asked to me is, how was your physical health before you started CrossFit? Actually, I've always been in really good health. So I continue to have good health and just become a lot stronger than I was. But one of the other things that's helped me continue with CrossFit is the need to be strong for my husband. My husband's had a lot of health issues over the years, for several years, and he's gotten older. He can't really walk anymore, and he has numerous falls all the time. So this has really helped me be able to take care of him. So I encourage everyone to continue as you get older, to continue this, because you don't know what life is going to throw to you. Why did I start, or no, what is my challenge? What is the question?